I guess good morning if you are watching this video in the morning, and good evening if you are watching this video in the evening. So I got some suggestions from you people, so which I am definitely planning to do those sessions also, like uh, uh, using better camera and using better board and everything. So I am planning for that using the microphone. I'm planning for that. So thank you for your response, whatever that you have given for me, and thank you for the support that I have that you have given for me. So thanks for that, especially. And now without getting late, let's jump into our topic, today's topic. And today I'm going to describe you about a main thing, which is what is the difference between browser engines and browsers. So without getting topic, let me share my screen. Yeah, so are you able to see the screen, right? So while explaining the Playwright architecture, I have told you about the Playwright engine is going to communicate with the browser engines, right? Have you remembered? So if you haven't watched the Playwright architecture video, I have uploaded that video in my YouTube channel, and I will provide the same link in my description of this video. So please go there and watch there. Please do like it and subscribe it, and you will get the more updates from that. If you are having any doubts, comment on that particular doubt. So I'm going to reply you as early as possible for that particular doubt. Now, while explaining about Playwright architecture in our previous videos, so I have told about that Playwright server is going to communicate with directly with the browser engines, right? And you know that in Selenium, the Selenium server is going to communicate with browser drivers. Browser drivers, and these browser drivers are going to give the command to the browsers. These browser engines we are nothing but browsers, we can say here. Okay, now what is the difference between this browser engine and browsers? So I am going to explain you this thing in this video clearly about browser engines and browsers. Let's take, you know the browsers, right? You know the browsers, guys. So what are the browsers? So browsers are, so let's take the examples for browser first. So Chrome is the browser, Microsoft Edge, Opera, Brave, like Firefox, and Safari, and lot many browsers are there. So these are some browsers which we know, right? So what these browsers will contain? This browser contains browser engines, guys. Browser engines, address bars, and bookmarks, settings, history, tabs. So these are the components that present in each and every browser, right? So Chrome will contain browser engines, guys. Chrome browser will contain browser engines, address bar, bookmarks, settings, history, tabs. So these are all the component of the browsers which you will contain. As likewise only, browser engine is the core part of browser, guys. So you can able to now get what is browser now and what is browser engine now. So to get more clarity on this, I will take the example, one real-time example, which you can able to understand. So let's say car. I'm having car. Car will contain multiple components, right? Like engine, so steering, wheels, okay, now seating, different types of we can say dashboard, so brake system, right, axles. So these are the components of car, guys. So everything will make, so these all combination will makes a complete car. Likewise, these all components will make me a complete browser. As the engine is the core part of the browser, sorry, the engine is the core part of the car. Without engine, we can't able to move in the car. We can't able to move in a car, right? So without engine, we the car is, these all components are nothing. Likewise, the browsers also, without having the browser engine, the browser is nothing, guys. So browser engine is the core part of browser. So whatever the browser that we would take, browser engine plays a major role, which functions all actions on the browser. Again, I'm going to describe you deeply. Let's deep dive into it more according in this browser engines, guys. Now, what are these browser engines? How these browser engines work in the sense? So, these browser engines are divided into two types. One is rendering engine, and another one is JavaScript engine. Right. So, what is this rendering engine? What is the response? What is the duty, responsibility of this rendering engine in the sense? So, it will collect all HTML commands and CSS commands and builds a uh, browser. So proper static browser, you can say. So it will builds all HTML commands which so where the div should be there, where button should be there, and what different kind of thing. So this CSS will do like so coloring of that particular buttons, doing pixeling things, everything adjusting the page, making the page very beautifully. So this makes rendering engine. So this is rendering engine of a browser. What JavaScript engine will do? The JavaScript engine is responsible to functionality of a web page or functionality of the browser. Let's say I'm submitting the form. So this is a functionality and I'm clicking on a button. So this is a functionality, and I'm calling an API so that it will route to the different page, route into the different page. It is a functionality. So the JavaScript engine will take care of this functionality kind of things, guys. And this rendering engine will take care of the external things like HTML, CSS, and the other part of the things, the engine. So you can say here, as this is building entire DOM and the functionality of the DOM also, this is the combination of rendering engine plus JavaScript engine is browser engine, and it is the core part of the browser. Each and every browser, whatever the browser that we are using, so every browser will have these both rendering engine and JavaScript engine. Now, let me tell the same example with car, guys. Let's say uh, we are having some engine in car also. We are having some engine. So, if you want to divide, so let's say a mechanical engine and electronic unit system, we can say. So, we can compare it as the rendering engine, say the rendering engine same as the mechanical engine, and the JavaScript engine same as the electronic unit mission. So this mechanical engine, what it will do, it will move the pistons, and give movement for the car. So based on the steering movement, mm, based on the steering movement, the wheels movement will get return. So like this kind of things it will do, the mechanical engine. What this electronical engine will do, so once after accelerating the things, so the display is going to get the change, in the sense the speed in the display will in the dashboards is going to change. Once after I'm applying a brake for the system, brake for my car, it is going to stop the vehicles. So this is the functionality. So by doing one action, one more action is getting to us. So this we can say as a JavaScript engine in our car, and this we can say a as a rendering engine in our car. So this is the best example, guys, best real-time analogy that I have took for you to understand it in a very easy way, right? So this makes the major difference between browser engines and browsers. You can able to understand, right? And the basic example for these browser engines, and let me give you a technical examples for the rendering engines and the JavaScript engines. So we are having rendering engines, right? So the rendering engines are like Blink is a rendering engine, and Gecko is a rendering engine, and one more engine is called WebKit is a rendering engine. These three are the best examples for rendering engine, guys. And let's say JavaScript engine, V8 is a JavaScript engine, and Firefox, sorry, Spider Monkey is a JavaScript engine, and one more thing, JavaScript core is one more JavaScript engine. These are the best examples for the rendering engine and JavaScript engine. Now, so whenever we are learning the Playwright, we can you we will we will listen some kind of words uh, like Chromium, uh, Firefox engine, let's say Firefox, and WebKit. So we can basically listen these kind of words when we are learning the Playwright. Now, so many people will tell that Playwright server is going to directly communicate with the Chromium, Firefox, so that is very fast. Now, in our analogy with the browser engines and browsers, by taking analogy of car, so what is Chromium? What is Firefox? What is WebKit? So these are platforms, guys. I'm going with the only Chromium now, as of now, so that you can able to get the things clearly. So Chromium is a platform. Platform we can say which combines, which includes browser engine, sorry, sorry guys, rendering engine plus JavaScript engine, okay, some networking things and security related things, and we can say dev tools. So these all will combines under these all the components will make Chromium platform, guys. So let's analyze this thing with our example of a car. Okay, let's say Toyota is a uh, car company, so which we can say as a platform. So it has engine, it has a steering, it has what we can say wheels, it has seats. Okay, so now these all the components will combines and uh, converts into a platform. Now Toyota is going to make different types of cars. Let's say Fortuner is a car coming from the Toyota, and it was, sorry, I can't guess. I can't. I am not good at. So let's say so many things are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many cars are there from Toyota, right? So Toyota is a platform which provides engine, steering, wheels, seats, and based on this engine, same engine, so all the Toyota cars will perform the same, but by showcasing, by changing something different in their UI look. Uh, let's say some cars will have only the four seating, some five seating, sorry, some cars will have only the seven seating, some cars will have the engine capacity like this. So they've used the same engine, same steering, same wheel, same company kind of thing, same platform they will use, but they will change something different, and they will make different types of cars. So likewise only, Chromium is a platform, Firefox is a platform, WebKit is a platform. So by using these platforms, different companies or different companies will going to uh, include their own, so generate their own browsers, right? So Chromium is a platform which gives supports to the different types of companies to make their own browser. So if I want to go deeply, let's say we are having a Chrome browser, right? Chrome browser will use Chromium platform. Chromium platform will contains of Blink as a rendering engine and V8 as a JavaScript engine. And if you take Edge also will take the Chromium as an engine. So as we already know, Chromium is going to take care of Blink as a rendering engine and V8 as a JavaScript engine. Let's say Opera. Opera is also same. It's going to take the help of platform called Chromium and Brave. Brave is also will take Chromium as in their platform. Let's say Firefox. Now Firefox. So Firefox is the browser which will take Firefox only as a platform, and they are going to use Gecko as a rendering engine and Spider Monkey as a uh, what we can say, Spider Monkey as a JavaScript engine. And if we take Safari, so Safari will take WebKit as a platform. WebKit is the same as rendering engine, and JavaScript core is the JavaScript engine. So this is the platform. So Chromium is a platform. It's not an engine. So Chromium contains uh, rendering engine plus JavaScript engine plus different types of networking tools, dev tools, each and everything what I have told here. Like, okay, so these are going to, this is the major difference between browser engines and browsers, guys. Nothing is there. Browser engines are going to be a core part of each and every browser, as car engine is a core part of the car. So you can see the difference. You can see, if you observe, the Chrome and the Edge will behave same in their performance, same as the performance, and they're going to look like similarly also. And if you use Brave also, so it will take same. Why? Because they are using the same platform, Chromium as a platform, so that everything will be the same in the responses, and they are going to change the little bit of UI and accessing the things. That's it. Nothing different in that, right? So if you say Safari is a complete different browser whenever you're compared to Chrome, Edge, Opera, and Brave. Why they're using some different kind of rendering engines and different kind of JavaScript engine and different kinds of tools which makes them looks them separately. So this is the main idea between uh, main difference between browser engine and browsers. Now, why we are discussing this topic? Why in the sense the playwright is going to let me show it in a different. Yes. Now, the playwright is going to communicate with the browsers, guys. As you already know, the playwright server is going to communicate with the browser engines, and Selenium is going to cal communicate with the browser drivers, and these browser drivers are going to give our commands to the browsers, right? So, if I take a real-time example, real-time analogy, and will explain you the things, let's take the same car example, right? So, in case of car example, let me compare with the Selenium. So, we are going to have the car driver, okay? And someone is going to call this car driver and tell the instructions. So, go left, go right. Okay, so accelerate the vehicle. So these are the commands that we are giving by the someone to the car driver, so that car driver can operate the things. The same thing is going to be happen with the Selenium server and the browser. So with the Selenium server and the browser, there is an intermediate person called browser drivers. Same like between car and someone is there in the car driver. Sorry, right? So this is the thing, guys. So someone is going to tell the car driver that go left, go right, accelerate the vehicle. So then only the driver can able to understand the things and able to do the actions on the particular thing. Same, the Selenium is going to do communicate with the browser drivers, and these browser drivers are going to take the actions, real actions on the browser. Right. It's not the case with the playwright. How the playwright is going to do in the sense, playwright, let's say, mm, let's the same example as car. So we are having some automated AI system in car, let's say. So automated driving AI system in our car. So this this will take care of each and every command. So this is going to take care of each and every command by its own automatically. Same thing that the playwright is doing here. So the playwright is directly communicating with the car. Here with the between the car and someone, we are having some intermediate person called as car driver. But it is not in the case that the AI, so the AI is going to automatically, so going to communicate, directly going to communicate with the car, so that the car can able to do the necessary actions what it is going to tell. This is the exactly case that is happening with the playwright, and this is the case that is exactly happening with the Selenium. So that's why we will get some flaky taste in the Selenium, but not in the Playwright. And the Playwright is going to be very fast when compared to Selenium. This thing I have already told you in my previous lecture also, and this is also one of the major difference why the Selenium is slower when compared to Playwright. So this is the thing, guys, about uh, what what is the difference between browser drivers and the browsers? Why the playwright people prefer to communicate with the browser engines uh, on top of the browser drivers, why how the Selenium people are going to be done. So this makes the difference. Playwright. This makes the difference between Selenium and the Playwright, and this will help the playwright to move very fast, to execute the scripts very fast in a better understandable way and better communicative way. So this is the thing, guys. This is for today, and in the tomorrow's lecture, I am going to explain you the uh, entire difference between Selenium and Playwright by taking all the constraints into the picture, and I'm going to use the things whatever I have told in my previous lectures as Selenium architecture, Playwright architecture, why Selenium is slow, why Playwright is fast. I have already told you about the communication, so stateless communication, stateful communication, entire thing. So if you haven't watched those videos, please go to my channel, watch those videos. Please like them and share it to your friends. It will be very beneficial for them. If you are having any doubts or any suggestions, please do comment over there. I am going to reply you in a very faster way. So bye bye guys. Until then, bye bye. Take care. Yeah.